Hello, I'm Soubhagya. I'm from India. I have done my PhD in experimental economics from Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur. And here I have joined Department of Theoretical Economics in HSE as assistant professor. So I'm going to answer few interesting questions now. So I have done bachelor's in engineering, and economics as a subject today requires a good understanding in mathematics. That led me to study in economics, master's, and later on PhD in experimental economics, because you can study how real people behave in real life. Rather than studying the theories of economics, you can test how they behave in their real life activities. I decided to work in academia after my PhD. I did PhD to work in academia because you can work on new challenging topics. You are not going to do the same regular job every day. You can find your questions and try to answer them through your research. If you plan to join industry, then a master's degree in economics will be a great idea. Also, if you want to join academia, which I find very fascinating, for that also you need a master's degree in economics at start, where you get to learn about various subjects in the economics discipline, and later on for your PhD you can choose a specific area for the research. So my research field, as I said, is experimental economics. I decided this area of economics because here, rather than studying only the economic theories, we can test the human behavior in economic aspects in real life. In real life, how the humans are doing their purchases, if they are rational or not rational in quote-unquote economic sense. So in next 5 to 10 years, I think experimental economics has a lot of potential. It's one of the youngest discipline of economics, but in 5 to 10 years, there is going to be a lot of experiments, as it's more interesting to test the behavior of real people in real life. Climate in Moscow, unfortunately, I arrived in December 1st, and it was heavy winter, though I was a lot of afraid because what I have seen over internet, but when I reached, I did not find it very difficult to cope up with the weather, and I am hoping warmer days are ahead. I try to think about Russian people and Indian people, then I think they are pretty national in their attitude. They love their country. Indian people love their country. Russian people love their country. And they are very proud people vis-a-vis their culture. For graduate student, my advice will be to study hard, learn as many different disciplines of economics as possible, because if they are planning to join academia, so they should be aware about all the disciplines, and I assume they do courseworks in various disciplines in economics, so that while choosing research field in their PhDs, they will be well aware and previously knowing what they are getting into. The most important skill for success in the field of economics is intuition. So you should be, rather than looking the subject as an academic discipline, you should be able to see the human behavior more critically and try to understand it and theorize it. Having a rational and logical mind is more important than just having the skill sets. So skill sets are important. For example, the strength in and background in mathematics is required, but that is not everything. So you should have a good intuitive mind so that you can understand and theorize and do good research in economics.